It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and this one features Marlon Humphrey. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Bisons and the Black Knights under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Black Knights of Paris taking on the Bisons of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visiting Parisian ball club, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Richardson's throw complete there to St. Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. There's a nice move. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bisons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Murray going to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Finding Pickens for another catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A give to Williams, running right. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. They go back to the ground with Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I feel like you're throwing all the week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's 2nd down. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
That is caught. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw on target to James. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession. Here's a 2nd and 5 as they've got it as we resume action. Off-play action, Richardson. That's dumped off to Perry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On 1st down, Richardson. Over the middle, complete. It's James. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Pollard will take it up the gut. Still fighting. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bisons are able to add on to that lead. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. No return there for Harris. And the drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Loose inside the 30. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get it all the way carried down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Murray. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights have got it back to within a score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's Richardson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Richardson. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Richardson yet again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Escaping a tackle at the 25.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. After the turnover, here's Murray. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Murray now. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And his guys have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Harris now to return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Down to the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Murray trying again after the pick 6. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. To Jefferson on the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Richardson looking to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
James has got it. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now it's Richardson. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Back to the air with Richardson. Swinging this out for Pollard.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray. It's Williams on the catch. Down to the 10. Touchdown! Javonte Williams. 57 yards. And the Black Knights are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Richardson. And it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Richardson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Richardson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw,
so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Richardson to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pollard. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Richardson.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Richie James. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bisons use the short field to get in for 6. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Harris to return it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Justin Matabike.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Murray going to throw. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams.
And they're down to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw is Murray.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Richardson's throw on target to James.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
They go play action with Richardson.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, it's Murray.
Pickens on the slant.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Play fake. Murray. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
This 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Murray from midfield. Flush to his right. There's the stiff arm. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray.
Finds Pickens outright.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Murray now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Now 1st and goal.
Shotgun now from Murray. That escapes the sack.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Now Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Black Knights have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That time a 9-play drive.
And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw complete there to St. Brown.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Richardson.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
We need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Where they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards that time for number 14. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Gets this out wide to Pickens. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Short one there, caught by Likely. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now 2nd and 3. Murray going to throw. On target to his man, Likely. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3-point.
Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, but that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. Richardson to throw it. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Pass complete, it's likely. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got this to Pickens.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Paris,
the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Anchorage,
they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.